How did camp? Eddie was just talking about how this camp went through, and he saw that you were kind of motivated and you kind of had a fire lit under you, maybe because of Arias and some of the things that he said.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes, you know, when fighters are at a certain level, it takes a lot to get them up for fights. And I'm motivated by a different reason, but this was just another motivation factor for me. The guy trying to get under my skin and try to make a name for himself. I understand it. I know maybe it's not just him bluffing, but I have to take it as this guy really believes in what he can do, and I have to prepare for that. So I've had a great camp. I prepared 100%, and I'm looking really for a good fight because he says he's going to be in the center of the ring, which means he have a fighter's mentality and he's going to come to fight. And that's all the fans can ask for is two guys willing to put their all on the line.
In a sense, are you glad that he went about it this way because it did kind of wake you up a little bit there?
In a sense. I mean, maybe he could have said a couple things differently, but, you know, it's just boxing. And at the end of the day, it's not basketball, it's not baseball, it's not nothing you can play. We're going out there, we want to do damage to each other, and that's how we have to take it. So if he wants to say some harsh words, I mean, it's part of the sport. I mean, this man wants to hurt me, so it comes with the territory.
Do you think this would be weird for him to do, but do you in a sense almost feel that he's, according to him, you haven't done anything. You haven't beaten anybody.
Right. According to him.
Is he underestimating you a little bit?
I think he underestimating just a tad, well, I won't say just a tad, but a lot. And I think, like I've said before, boxing is a mental sport. And whatever a fighter needs to do to make sure that he is mentally confident in the ring, I think that's exactly what he's doing. And, you know, cheers to him. I mean, whatever works for him. But I know I have a job to do, and I've been here before. That's the difference. I know what it takes to be at this level. And I've been doing it for a very long time, aside from the attributes that I add to the ring.
What do you take from the Triple G fight that you can bring to this next one?
That fight made me realize that I am the best middleweight in the world. And that mentality and that chip that you have when you're going inside the rings gives you that extra factor. When you know you belong, when you know that you have the skills to be the best. Nothing, especially Arias, I mean, not underestimating anything that he brings, but when this is his first rodeo and he's saying all these different things like I haven't done or I haven't accomplished anything, you know, we're going to show him on November 11th. But like I said, it just adds the motivation and it just adds that oomph to it, knowing that I belong, being there with the rest of those guys.
Anything you implement in this training camp that maybe you hadn't before, or anything you enhanced and wanted to?
It's the same camp. It's the same camp. I train hard. Obviously, the sparring has to be different, and that's the only thing. Chris Algeria helping me out with the nutrition, you know, it's been stellar. I've cut out chicken from my diet, and I've been able to see the benefits of that alone. And I'm just excited for the future. This is going to be a great show, November 11th, and whatever can come after this, I'm pretty sure it's going to be great. So as long as I look spectacular and do my job, the piece is going to fall where it may.
And what about teaming with Eddie and HBO for this?
I think it's an awesome opportunity. As you've been seeing, the promotion has been A1, you know, for the last 3 months, and the focus is on me. To have a network actually focus on one fighter is a blessing that I can't, that I'm grateful for, and I can say nothing negative about it. I'm just grateful, and I know I have a job to do, and November 11th starts that job.
Is there a comfort zone? I mean, it's Long Island, it's not Brooklyn, but is there a comfort zone fighting in your hometown?
Is there a comfort zone? Yeah, because I guess when I see my son and family in the stands, it's more motivation than comfort. But when the bell rings, it's a switch, and I only hear my trainer. But in between rounds, when I see the fans, when I hear the fans, you know, it adds that, okay, you're doing it right. You know, you got that support, you got people backing you, opposed to being an underdog and, you know, having people boo you and stuff like that. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure, but there's no pressure to me fighting in my hometown. I've been in Brooklyn before. I've done very well in Brooklyn before. I've done good in Madison Square Garden against those who considered the best middleweight in the world at the time. At the end of the day, it's no pressure to be home.
Thank you. Danny, he said the other on the conference call, I think it was, he said that all of the pressure in this fight is on you in the sense that you're the one with the HBO.
So why is he acting the way he's acting? If there's no pressure, he's acting like, you know, different. He's jittery. He's mad for no reason. He's even mad at you guys. Like he says, you guys are underestimating him. So you can tell it's something getting under his skin. But the pressure is not me. I mean, I just signed up for the fight. I didn't say anything bad to him. If anything, before this whole thing happened, before the first press conference happened, I walked up to him and I said, hey, I know this is just business. I know we have a family to feed. I want to wish you the best of luck and much respect to you. 5 minutes later, down goes Jacobs. Down go. I'm like, I just finished.
When you walked up to him,
That's boxing for you.
Only in America.
That's
Danny,
boxing
when
for
you
you.
did that and you went up to him and was he cordial?
He
or-
was very cordial.
Okay.
He was cool. He was calm. He was relaxed. But you know what it was? It seems as if he rehearsed those lines. He rehearsed them very well, and he couldn't just let it go to waste. It's like I messed up his momentum with the kindness. Well, I won't say kindness, just professionalism.
Right.
Because that's what I like to do. Like the last fight with Triple G, that's an ideal fight for me. We don't have to be brash talk, but I understand that the fans love that style of the lead-ups as well, and I have to cater to that. I mean, I'm still me, and I'm going to be who I am. But at the end of the day, man, this is boxing. You know, anything can happen.
Do you give him some credit in a sense for selling a fight because he is doing that?
No, I give him all the credit in the world. You know, he's definitely doing a good job with making people believe him. Because I had to look at these videos like, man,
Same guy?
is he really? I'm sure. I think I might believe him. Like,
Marvin Hagler.
I might have to go an extra mile. I might have to, you know. So I mean, he's making a believer out of the naysayers.
Being that Triple G and Canelo probably tied up for the next fight, Billy Joe has agreed to fight David Lemieux.
Yeah.
I know you guys tried to make the fight with him before,
Yeah.
and you basically said he was running from you. Should you win that fight, has your perception or opinion changed that he may want that fight now?
Well, like I said before, all I have to do is win and win impressively each and every time I'm in the ring. And the pieces are going to fall where they may. I have a promoter, I have a manager that's backing me, and they're going to take care of all the things. I already stressed to them what I want. So it's just a matter of what makes sense and let my team take care of it. I have full trust in my team to make sure that they're going to make sure everything is right for me in the future.
You're going to fight February, March, something like that, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to fight in March, April, around that time. But we have, I believe, 3 fights to 4 fights we're going to be in 2008. 3 or 4, depending on if I get early, you know, depending on how it works out. But we're going to be active from this point on.
Is that the best thing about this, that you're going to be more active in
That's
the past?
the best thing about this whole deal is because a fighter, especially in their prime, needs to stay active. A boxer who doesn't really have certainty on when he's going to be gone, it's very hard for him to stay motivated. It's very hard for him to stay, you know, in shape. It's kind of hard for him to stay mentally ready. So that's the biggest and greatest thing of this deal.